Now, what we wanted to show with the next couple of slides is how the internet itself is changing. That people, even though they're on portals, Yahoo and AOL are still the two most heavily used portals. But what was interesting to us is to look at the fourth one down where it's Google went from 1 to 3%, and if you follow down a little bit, Viacom, which is entertainment, that's going to be big, so watch those kinds of properties. But more important was this statistic right here, Facebook went from 1% to 2%, and although that doesn't look like much, the others are not moving at all. And we're going to see more and more and more of your social media sites actually gaining momentum on the internet. And 6 months on the internet is a long
Carry
time.
back. Carry back.
Yeah. As far as social media sites, okay, what we looked here is that basically these are the number of impressions, that unique visitors that are going to these sites, so that you get an idea of where the sites are. The MySpace, Wikipedia, YouTube, Blogger, Facebook, Google Video, Craigslist. These are all heavily used sites all the time. So they have, if you're an advertiser, you need to know those kinds of things. Where are the people going on a regular basis? So then you have the next question that comes up, once you have this information, is, this slide, by the way, the reason we put this in here is that as of April 2005 and 2006, what we wanted to show you is that in a year, okay, not even a year basically, what we found is that there's an enormous amount of growth that's possible. So if you want to look at where the growth is, this is definitely where the growth is. So this is enormous amount of growth in this area. But this is the one that I like because it talks about reach, engagement, and monetization. Monetization is the important thing. Can I make money? Can I serve ads? And let me explain how this works. So as far as reach, you have your portals. This is all, by the way, online. This is just online opportunities for advertising. It doesn't talk about TV or radio. So your portals, for the highest reach, your portals have the largest number of people, which I just showed you, Yahoo, AOL, etc. However, search is number 2, so people use search the most, and then entertainment, etc., down to games. So the reach, and the games is very vertical because it's very segmentized to the type of game you like. So that's why it's really, the reach is very, very short. However, the engagement is, community is number 1. So where are the people going that are most engaged and most likely to be writing content, but doing user reviews? Community. Search is number 4, and portals are down on the bottom. But the interesting thing is, how can you make money? Well, community in monetization, community is almost at the bottom. And the reason is that people in a community don't want to be bothered by people who want to make money. They don't want the advertisers on their sites. That's an intrusion. They feel that it's not welcome. And so it's not a good vehicle for serving ads. So how, and we have found that if you want to do social media optimization and social media advertising, you have to be, it's a very long process. For example, you have to be part of the community. You have to be a trusted member of the community. So first you have to get into a community. You have to create some respect around your entering into that community. Then they're going to listen to you, maybe, but if you start having an advertising message, maybe they'll think you're a traitor and they're not going to listen to you. So it's very hard to get yourself in there and to be respected and then to also have a message that you're carrying with you. So it's a very tricky environment. So it's down on the bottom. It's hard to monetize that. On the other hand, search is our biggest monitor. Right now, search is the biggest one. So right now, Google has made search a navigation scheme. Now, let me tell you what that means. For example, if I want to search on a particular content-driven subject, let's say I want some information on skiing, and I'm trying to do a search on skiing. In the past, Google would serve you results. We're not talking ads now, because I'm not talking like the side, but I'm talking about just, regular search results. Before this, and it's coming, it's not totally there in every search yet, but let's say I'm looking for skiing. Now I can get, instead of just getting content and websites that are about skiing, I might get as results a picture from Flickr. I might get a dig from Dig, somebody who put a news article about skiing in, a very recent one that people really think is hot. I might get a video from YouTube that's about skiing. So those are all going to be served. So now Google is acting as my navigator for the broad web, including all kinds of media. It's not limited now just to websites and content that's word or contextual. It's now broader, reaching video, audio. It could be a radio ad. It could be a podcast. Whatever is relevant to that search is going to be found and brought to you in the search results. So this is huge. Now, the other thing that Google is doing as far as search, and there is an opportunity for ads, is what I guess the bottom line is, here's where you could serve an ad in AdWords.
You get 1 million hits.
You can get 1 million hits because, you have a lot of, you have attention of a person who, number one, wants what you have, skiing, and also may be interested in, if every ad you have is about skiing, it may be relevant to their needs. There was one of the big talking heads at Search Engine Strategies was talking about the fact that he had seen ads on diapers for years and years and years and years and never couldn't even remember seeing them before, but he knows that they probably were there. But now that his wife just had a baby, all he can see is diaper ads. So it's really what you really, where you are in your mind that alerts you to what you need. And although it may seem irrelevant, and we kind of look at that as email as well. What do you consider spam? If I like the subject, I don't consider it spam and I open it. But if I don't like it, I say, oh, that's so spammy. Why are they sending me financial reports? Because I don't even need that. But if I'm a financial analyst, I might say, gee, that's really important information. I need to open that email. So spam, is kind of, if you're interested, and that's the whole idea of these websites that are very focused and narrow and segmented, because they really play into you as a user really want to identify with that. And so you like it, you want to keep it. So basically for monetization, what you're looking at there is where can an advertiser make some money? And if you go through entertainment sites, portals, there's still reasonable ways that you can monetize and serve ads there, i.e. the ad networks that Google and Microsoft just bought, because that helps them. That's the difference between an ad serving network and an ad network is an ad network has properties. They're actually publishers. So the ad network are publishers. They have properties that you put the ads on because they publish content. But an ad serving is a tool that knows where these properties are and can then orchestrate how to sell that at that time.